All right, people, what's happening? So I'm going to take you through the first half of August here. All the fragrances that I got through my rotation, some things that I'm sampling, and just the stage where I'm at right now. Probably the last 2 weeks worth of deliberate wearing. Not really counting the sampling that I do outside of a specific designated sample set. So stray samples and stuff I'm not really talking about. As the recording of this video, Bleu de Chanel L'Exclusive came out, and I'm really curious to go smell that. There are actually a few fragrances in Chanel's lineup that I really want to get acquainted with, especially Egoist, the original. Don't know if I'll be able to find it, and I'm going to definitely look for it. But I'm going to Chanel very soon, and I might even pick up that L'Exclusive if it really kind of rings true to me. I had Bleu de Chanel EDT at one point, but I gifted that to a friend who I thought would be a good, nice gift, and I already have a plethora of that sort of use case, so I don't mind parting ways with certain bottles. So, that being said, let's get it started. So, I was on vacation in Colorado not too long ago, and I just happened to walk past a Labo in Colorado. So, I got to walk into Labo and really feel the experience, and it was pretty premium. Everybody in there had like an apron on. They were very professional. It seemed to take itself very seriously, but not too much. There's something chic about it. There's something luxurious, but it's not like over the top or it's like more quiet luxury for sure. And then I always have been circling the drain about trying them. Le Labo didn't really, I think maybe it's the simplicity of them or whatever it is. I actually smelled them in a store once, and I remember saying to myself immediately, they have my respect and they have a lot of quality. But nothing that I smelled in that really rapid smelling really stuck out to me. So I got to spend some time here with this sample set, and it's entirely worth the money. This Discovery set has 17 fragrances in it, and then they threw in an extra free one for me, which is Eucalyptus. Now, Eucalyptus 20, the way they name these guys is the more dominant note that basically you'll see the little name there, Eucalyptus 20. So the more dominant note is what they name it, what everything's centered around, and then 20 other notes or fragrance aroma chemicals in this. So it's just a way of kind of clearly naming that this is eucalyptus with 20 different fragrance notes in it, as well as like bergamot 22, jasmine 17, santal 33. So they're all named according to like the main idea. I do like them a lot, and I do have a pretty good impression of which ones I really like here. Labdanum immediately, Labdanum 18 jumped right out at me. I really love the matcha, or te matcha 26. I think it means matcha tea. It's not the matcha. Te noir, which is like a very different kind of fragrance that I've ever worn. I really enjoy that. So patchouli also. I feel like a lot of these are just great reference fragrances for high quality. They did remind me a little bit of the Les Indemodables, simplicity, but executed like flawlessly. Really, really good stuff here. I do recommend you guys get your hands on this. Even the floral ones, like the more floral ones, are still entirely wearable for a guy. I know they could get a little bit like perfumey, but these really do stay in this very natural zone, and I do dig Le Labo. So not a real true breakdown of each one or any of my top fives or anything, but just a little ramble off of which Le Labo fragrances I've been digging and kind of where I'm at processing this entire 17 fragrance plus 18 Le Labo fragrances to really do justice to. I don't want to just kind of glaze over it, so that will get its own video, I believe, in parts. I'm going to have to do like 5 at a time maybe and really break them down and process them because I want to wear them. It takes me a long time to get through a sample set like that to come and give you guys a real balanced kind of investigation of that sample set. So before we get started with the big bottles right behind me, I got this rare Winds of Plague shirt from my buddy Merch Hoarder. He's a guy that I'm friends with IRL, and this is that 2008 shit. This is the awesome Decimate the Week album. I just really loved it. I went to his show last week, saw him there, and he hooked me up with a great deal on this shirt. So Merch Hoarder on Instagram, check him out, follow him, buy his shit. Anyway, CK Obsession, always in the rotation, never fails to do the job. Whether I wear this once a day, 2 days, 3 days out of a week, it's a coin toss. but I always wear it some amount of days of the week. I really do enjoy this fragrance, guys. I'm into this one. I could have this one for the rest of my life easily. And thanks to my buddy Matt for getting me into this. He wore it to my house. I smelled them in the late dry down, and that was it. I was sold. It was done. I got it. Super happy to have it. Great fragrance. Too bad they marketed this for women. They put that label on it because a lot of men did not grab this fragrance because of that simple mistake. A lot of men didn't grab this fragrance. So really great, fresh, green fragrance with ambery stickiness and a little bit of this animalic touch that kind of brings this into a more definable territory. I really like it a lot. Stands out among its peers, and it's about $21 as they're recording this video. Let's check out Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. This one came back, just randomly jumped back out at me, and I was like, whoop, let's give it a run. And I discovered that after 3 years of having this thing smoothed out. The opening is awesome now. It doesn't do that over kind of shocking like lemon thing, that cleaning supply harshness. Now this kind of cleaned up its act, guys. I really do dig this one. I still wear it. It's kind of my Aventus killer. I don't need to get Aventus because I have this. It does a really great job. I've had people say this smells like pure sex. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I've heard people say that to me out there in the world. So yes, Club de Nuit Intense Man. Just going to breeze through it. You guys covered it so much in Frag-Com that I don't need to. Bentley for Men Intense. I don't know if this had its kind of like heyday. Everyone talked about it, and now it's probably going to get brought up again because winter's coming, but I wear this no matter what. Doesn't matter. Now, wife, mom, women around me don't really like the smell of this. Don't know what it is. This is a me for me fragrance. I really do dig it. I like the smell. I like the way it comes off. My buddy also wears this, my buddy Matt, and I like how it smelled on him too. Sometimes, guys, in the third person, when you just kind of experience a fragrance without knowing what it is and someone else is wearing it, you get to have a different perspective on it. And a lot of fragrances I noticed that I liked, I actually experienced at some point in third person, and that's how I got hooked. Somebody else near me was wearing it. I asked them, and I ended up getting it. Like Burberry Touch, like this, like CK Obsession, like so many of these fragrances, right? You just smell it on someone, you start a conversation. Black Orchid from Tom Ford's another one that I also got because I asked somebody what they were wearing. For some reason, that third person experience is really hard to replicate, and it gets me hooked a lot of times. And Bentley for Men Intense is one of those ones that smells good on other people, so it must smell good on me. It has a leathery, boozy, masculine, spicy thing. Sometimes that could get people a little bit the wrong way, especially really early on into the sprays, but as this gets to the dry down, it really smooths out, gets super nice. I like a little bit of a brash, bold experience with my fragrances, so I don't mind that this is a little bit much sometimes. This one I actually wore, I had family come in, and I wasn't sure kind of what to wear. I didn't want to be too much, but I did want to be fancy. You know, I dressed up really nice. So I had the collared shirt, brown leather belt, brown leather wingtips, and rocking some really nice jeans. Went out to dinner, you know, got the bracelet, just looking good, hair's up, whatever, fresh cut, whatever. I wanted to match that without being too over the top. I didn't know if they were going to be sensitive to fragrance because there are people in my circles that get like asthma attacks from fragrances. So I never know like where I'm going, who I'm going with, if they're going to be like super oversensitive. And I wanted to have like a statement, but by keeping it like understated. And this Latafa Terak Intense is actually really, really good. So think of like Angel Share DNA, you know, whatever. It's not that, but if you go in that direction with how things smell, it's almost like that. But this has something a little bit better going on. I really do like it. I just smelled the Paradise one. I just smelled the Angel Share Paradise one, and I was just not impressed. I know a lot of people like it, but for me, the price tag on that when I could have this is just really knocks that whole fragrance profile out of the park. And I've had like 5 different Angel Share clones and samples of Angel Share, and I've gotten full wears of that. But something about this one, really the difference that it has is what attracts me the most, and I really do like Latafa's Terak Intense. I understand Quentin Biche got hired by Latafa to do this, and strategically so. He made a very buttery, smooth, really drippy experience, like a super upscale, classy, spicy, sweet smell like Angel Share, but it has just something else in it, guys, that just darkens it up, and I really love it. It's really excellent. And I'm really reluctant, guys, to always I'm really reluctant to give them praise, but Latafa did deliver with this one for sure. There's a handful of them, guys, that really will surprise some people. I'm going to go with the cheap stuff first. As you guys see, all the cheaper stuff I'm covering first, just to kind of get them out of the way before the main players come out. So if you're with me this far and you're enjoying it, please hit subscribe. Got a lot of cool stuff going on in the background. There's collaborations going on with other channels. I just shot a really awesome podcast yesterday with basically like the Harlem Globetrotters of fragrance. Really awesome guys all around the world coming together and chopping it up over fragrances. So definitely check that out. Look forward to that coming up. Seldomly Often's got me on his podcast, so keep tuned in with that. I'll keep putting the links in the descriptions. It's a really fun one to do. Anyway, Isola di Santorini. This is a clone of Rojo's Isola Blue. I need to get my hands on Isola Blue because I love this. Whatever this is, it has that Bleu de Chanel body to it in a way, but something different, and I like the identity that this has beyond that Bleu de Chanel smell. This really rocks. It's that blue fragrance that I've just been wearing. It's different enough in the blue category that I really dig it. Something green about it, something blue about it, something in the air that's just really beautiful. There's a fruitiness to it too, like a fresh fruitiness, like a sweetness and a blue fragrance, and it just is really great. Fresh, sweet, and pronounced. It's very, very good. The mix on this smells of good quality. Alexandria is excellent with this one. I'm intrigued to actually get this Rojo because I like this so much. That Rojo's got to be insane. So definitely going to try that Rojo. I already know I'm getting a bottle of Ganymede, guys, by Marc-Antoine Barrios. That's already on my to-do list, my short-term goals. I'm going to buy one of those. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying Ganymede, which is a very silly name, and I get it. He's naming Ganymede after himself. The thing with this one, the way Ganymede has a natural kind of life as you wear it, you know, they get big, explosion at first, and then you get these like layers and it comes down into like this kind of, you know, crescendo, diminuendo thing. This one is more of like volume high forever. Like it just doesn't stop. It's a little bit harsh, actually. If you spray more than 1 or 2 sprays of this, it's kind of harsh. The inkiness is really, the metallic inkiness in this is really pronounced. I don't know if it's some kind of wood or some kind of metallic inky note, but it's really interesting, and I'm really attracted to this. My wife likes this a lot, and I was surprised because I thought she would think it's weird. It does seem weird at the first kind of wear, but it actually encouraged me to wear this Ganymede more. I do have 2 samples of Ganymede that I've kind of worn and put down and worn and put down. I like how they're sort of related to Tilia, which we have a full bottle of. There's something about them. Those 2 seem like counterparts, like a male and a female counterpart, and I really love Tilia, and I really love Ganymede, and I plan on getting a real bottle of Ganymede. It does behave differently than this one, but this one gives you a very stable, long-lasting, not really changing experience. There's no opening, mid, and dry down. I feel like it's all the same thing the whole time. That could get a little bit much for you guys. I'd say Ganymede lasts around the 5 to 6 hour mark, the real one, and this one just stays on your clothes forever, and it's pretty strong, pretty one note. Well, 1 or 2 notes, really. There's not a lot of crazy complexity going on. There's not a lot of in and out. It's very much on that inky, heavy smell of Ganymede, that wet, metallic, stone inkiness. I just love it, and that fresh breeze that's in it. Very strange, futuristic scent, and I really like it a lot. It makes me think of robots with like slick back hair or something. I don't know. It's really interesting, and this one I definitely covered for way too long, but it's definitely one that I enjoy a lot. It's a really good experience for me. Let's go to a little bit more. This one's cool. This one's really cool, guys. I don't cover it a lot. I cover it like the first year. I don't wear it that much, but when I do, it's like another reminder of this really cool experience with this fresh, spicy, herbal kind of fragrance here. This is an Issey Miyake, so it has that freshness, that signature of them, but this is Shades of Colam. It doesn't really say it on the bottle. You got it on the bottom, Shades of Colam, Colam with a K. So, L'eau de Issey pour Homme, Shades of Colam. Huge bottle. I think I got this for $19 a couple years ago. And you don't really need very many sprays of this, but it's a gentlemanly, easy to wear, and different, fresh, spicy. So it's a fresh, spicy, airy kind of fragrance. I really dig it. It's just really, really excellent, and I think it's like under the radar. I haven't really heard anyone talk about this. It's a huge bottle. I mean, the thing's great. I actually enjoy it. It's a little tough to kind of store. I have to take the cap off and put it in there without the cap on because it doesn't even fit in the drawer that I hold it in. But I really like this, and maybe I'll put some spotlight on it so you guys could try it. It's a cheapie that doesn't smell cheap at all. This smells like really good quality. It's a peppery, fresh, spicy fragrance. Really, really good. Really easy for like office wear and stuff. I really contemplate wearing this all the time, but I have so many other things that I need to try and other things that are on my A list and S tier list that this one just makes it on the B list for me. I really do enjoy it, and I feel like someone out there is going to love this. Almost the same use case as like Bulgari Pro Homme Extreme. I feel like they're very downstream from each other. They're very in the same kind of ballpark. This one's awesome. Definitely check out Shades of Colam. I've been popping that off in the heat, and it's been awesome. All right, we're gonna get to the nice stuff now. We're getting to like the really cool end of the rotation here. This is like my favorite stuff coming up here. This is the awesome staples. I'm gonna just start with the newest edition. A lot of you guys probably will be mixed about this one. I've heard some interesting things people say about this. This is Acqua di Parma's Blue Mediterraneo Mandarino di Sicilia. So Sicilian Mandarin, right? I guess it's supposed to be some kind of orangey, citrusy blast. Where you get that, but there's this minty thing that really holds. It's like a very dominant mint, spearminty kind of thing. It almost makes me think of fresh breath, like really fresh, like good dental hygiene. I don't know what it is, but that really dominates for me with this one. You get a citrus blast, and you get this like really fresh, minty, almost another fresh, spicy, citrusy fragrance. Really great fragrance. Too short-lived for my love. This one's about 5 hours max, 4 or 5 hours, and you got really lucky. I wonder how it's going to do in the winter. Probably much better. It's been really hot out recently, so this stuff just burns right off. It does last on the clothes pretty well, and it gives you this cloak of this like cooling experience with citrus. I like it a lot. It's very nicely done, and I've tried 2 other ones from this house, and I've definitely been impressed by them. I feel like they're really cool little fragrances to just have a few of. I wouldn't collect the whole line. I know some people do, but there's just a few of these that really could stand out. I know Figo di Amalfi, that one's really, really good, and I really liked the Bergamot one. I can't remember it, but it looks like this. It's the same Blue Mediterraneano, but it's Bergamot di Calabria or something. That one's rocking. That one's awesome citrus fragrance, like one of the best ones. So definitely like Acqua di Parma's work here. They do a really good job with their perfumery. The stuff in this bottle is really good, and I do dig this little strange little bottle. It comes in a cylinder, and it's just a fun time to open. I really did like that for a good price. I'm just going to get this out of the way, guys. Mega Mare, obviously I've been wearing this all summer. This has just been really #1 for me for a while now. It's really doing the thing. It's really doing the thing. Learned how to wear it. I love wearing it. It actually isn't as ridiculously beast mode as like I anticipated. I think I sprayed too much at the beginning, but now I knew how to spray it, and you get these really generous whiffs throughout the day without being too much, but it could suddenly fill a room randomly. I noticed that happens with this one. Just suddenly, if you sit in the room the right way or walk through the right way, the room's full of like beautiful aquatic salty brininess. It's just awesome. I really love Mega Mare. Not interested in the clones, but those are probably kind of fun too when you think of it. If they did like a different flanker of this at a low quality, I wonder really what's going to happen. But this one, masterpiece, love it. There's nothing else I could say. You guys already covered it too many times. I really do like this Oro Parisi. It's going to be hard to follow up with another Oro Parisi or another, aquatic fragrance besides these 2 that I'm about to kind of show you. I already featured this one too, but listen, this is my summer so far. I've been wearing Aqua Disale. I've been wearing Mega Mare. It's been awesome. It's been great. This Aqua Disale stuff here. Now, some of you guys might be like, you might sample this and not really get it. I understand. It took me like a solid 5 days of really playing around with this thing and wearing it, and now I know exactly how to use it. I know exactly when I want to wear this, and it just fits perfectly. It's like, oh, this is an Aqua Disale experience. Like, this is going to be an Aqua Disale. This is that all-rounder. It's really easily worn all-round. It has that obvious like natural air smell to it, like the saltwater breeze on the side of a mountain with some herbs and greenery for sure. Some kind of flower, but it's not floral. It actually seems to me like a little bit barbershoppy in that direction, but it never gets fully there. It's handsome. It's very easy wear, and it has this particular kind of behavior to it that nothing else really has. Maybe Mega Mare a little bit, but they're so different. They're like polar opposites. That one's like kind of harsher for sure. Some of you guys might think that that's overwhelming. This is never going to be overwhelming. I feel like it's just super easy, fresh, clean, natural smell. This natural air that they captured the essence of and just bottled it and sent it to you. Now, Profumum Roma is expensive, guys, so please sample it. Don't blind buy this like I did. You could set yourself up to be very upset, but I really do think that some people is going to knock your socks off. It's a really great experience. There's just something so refined and quiet about it and beautiful about it. Something natural about this that I just really, really love. Really appreciate this, and thank you, Daniel, for turning me on to this, and the other people who out there have said Acqua Disale rocks. There's a few fragrance YouTubers who I definitely stumbled across that really do say that this is one of the better ones out there, and I can agree. Really intrigued with trying one of their gourmands or one of their different fragrances than this. I would like to try Arso. I would like to try Giosa, and I would like to try Sorriso. I would also like to try Fumidus. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, those are the handful of fragrances from Profumum Roma that I would. So guys, I really love this fragrance. I'm not going to beat it to death. I'm probably going to end up covering this one a lot in the days to come. It's been a whole summer for me, just really enjoying this. There's a pretty good dent considering how strong this is. It's a long laster, but it's not like a huge projector after the first hour. It kind of comes down and it starts to behave, but it's with you. You're going to smell it all day. It's pretty stubborn. It's not going to like disappear on you suddenly. You know it's going with you all day. It's got this really high concentration that makes it linger, and it really lingers for a long time, but it never gets too much. I've had fragrances that linger for a long time and they get too much, and this one never does that. I feel like it's hard to overspray this too. I just don't think I can. But anyway, Acqua Disale, great fragrance. 3 left. Thank you for your patience. These are awesome. They're all from Serge Lutens, and it's just been a great experience since I got into this. So we have a little dent there. This is Santal Majuscule. Hello, Majuscule. This Santal Majuscule right here rocks. It's one of my favorites for sure, easily up there. I'm gonna have to get the 100 ml bottle when I run out of this. This is awesome, man. I don't even know what took me so long to really get this thing. I'm so happy to have discovered it now. I feel like when I first got into fragrances, I liked Dolce & Gabbana The One. Something about that, the whole appearance, the whole way it smelled, the whole wearing experience, similar thing to this. It's got this handsome, like unique, awesome smell to it. Although that one, it's not as good as this, not as high quality as this. And these are sitting at around the same price too. So I would always get this from now on as a stand-in for that. I would just never need anything like Dolce & Gabbana The One or anything like that whole fragrance family, that like masculine, understated, sweet tobacco almost, cardamom almost, like this woodsy experience with this spiciness. This is just great. Now, I really started to get that cacao and that rose a lot more from this, like florals and sweetness really came out. But the first time I smelled this, I didn't know what to do. It really was like so complex. The complexity on this really rocks, and it's simple. It's just a simple 3-note. They say 3 notes in a lot of these Serge Lutens fragrances. I love that. I love the 3 notes. Just do that and have it be just super complex. So many layers to explore and wear. And it just smells really, really good. There's no mistakes with this one. I feel like the same use cases at Dolce & Gabbana, the one that you guys might all know, you might be familiar when you smell this. This is like if you upgraded that like 5 times, got a way better experience, something more unique. Great fragrance right here. I love Santal Majuscule for sure. 10 out of 10, wouldn't change it. Here's another one that's interesting. Now I got this because I think Rafi Diron Bassclef said that his favorite Serge was L'Orpheline, and I took that note and I said, you know what, if this guy really likes it, I like his taste, he definitely knows what he's talking about, I should try it. So I blind bought it. I don't advise you guys do that too, but this one, it's like this zingy, clean, fresh, masculine, super easy to wear fragrance. Awesome fragrance. They say there's incense in this, but the way they hit that incense, it's not like smoky at all. It's actually almost like a peppery kind of incense. Like it has this bright sparkle to it. This is a really nice fragrance, guys. It's a clean, fresh experience that never goes away. And a little bit spicy. Like there's a spiciness to this, a component that's uplifting. I know it's L'Orpheline like orphan. I'm not sure the lore, guys. I didn't look into the lore. I don't really keep track of a lot of the lore of the fragrances. I just can't. In my little noggin here, I can only handle so much. And smelling this fragrance is just awesome in itself. It's worth every penny. I'll always have L'Orpheline. Not my favorite fragrance of all time. Like Rafi, he said, I think this is his favorite Serge, or maybe his favorite fragrance. But I really do enjoy this one, about half as much as he does. Can't say that it's my favorite in the world, but yeah, the performance on this thing is pretty good. It's got a lot of power to it. Not a big enough dent for me to really critique or anything. I do enjoy it though. We do have a dent forming, and I would get it again. It's one of those, I feel like this could just replace a lot of those. This could be your stand-in for like that office fragrance, that a professional fragrance. Like there's something about this. It's also relaxing. It's also masculine, but it's also not doing anything too much. You know, there's nothing absurd about it. There's nothing like, you know, off-putting at all. It's really easy wear, and I do like it a lot. L'Orpheline, very good fragrance right there. And here's one that is still a head scratcher to me. I'm not sure if I like it. Just got it. It's kind of new. So La Religieuse. So this is a floral ambery style of fragrance. It reminded me of some Francesca Bianchi stuff. It reminded me of a few things I had over time. It even reminded me of Black Orchid, but it doesn't smell like Black Orchid, really. I'm gonna spray it again. Yeah, so this is like a goth mommy's perfume, for sure. Yeah, it has this like almost indolic floral like thing to it. It's almost got this little like wicked floral, like this little stanky little wicked attitude floral. And it has this like cloud of this like somber kind of cloud to it. Very moody fragrance, very like goth mommy fragrance. I feel it's more feminine, but I'm gonna rock this. I think this is a winter. I know guys like to break the rule and wear whatever I want whenever, but some of them really do want to be in cold air, and I feel like this one really does want to be in cold air. I don't think the longevity's too crazy. It's that almost indolic kind of slightly indolic white florals. It's like almost a little stanky, almost a little bit like the florals fermented a little. Interesting, and almost like a rose, like a in the background, in the distant background. I almost get like this rose out of this, but it never really does any one thing. It's very complex, but very simple. Again, really a head scratcher, but I have to say, La Religieuse has me intrigued. Not my favorite of all time, probably not even in my top 30 yet, but I need to just kind of wear it more before I critique it. I don't have a tiny dent. This isn't meant to be a review, guys. This is just some of my new fragrances. Hope you had fun along the way. Obviously, there's much more that I could have covered. I have so many samples, so many sample sets to go through. I just have so many videos to make, and I gotta get cracking. Thanks for sitting through a half an hour of fun and fragrances with Johnny from Frag-Jitsu. Hit me up with a sub, talk to me in the comments. Peace.